Off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
There's Chris Olave. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
3rd and 2. Hill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, Hill. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about a
touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into dangerous.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll get this out to Kamara, finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Hill. He'll buy some time right. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
fake. Hill. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's Hill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
But we know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake, and it's Hill. He's got a man, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On second down, Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Williams running left.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
And another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here's Hill now after the interception. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill, he completes it to Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, it's Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A 10th carry for Kamara. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Off of play action, Hill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Hill. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Second down and goal. Hill, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
They give it to Williams, running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows.
He's got it at the 15. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Hill. And he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. To throw is Hill. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How've they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Got a man, it's Judy complete.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds, 32 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, Hill.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hill on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Hill now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So here we go on 4th. Hill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Wilson.
throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Wilson to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Here's Wilson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr, taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with the leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready. Me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Tell my sit early. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you don't lie, we don't be gang. You know what's up? We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win and I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hill now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Hill. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Hill now operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and it came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Hill looks to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go with Kamara. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They run it again with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete here. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. There's just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-7. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run here with Dobbins. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Down. Here's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense come away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Ravens nothing.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Edwards now on first and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is not his passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on second down, Hill had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down, Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Play fake. Hill. And the catch made by Johnson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They run. It's Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll try the air now with Hill. Downfield, and he's got Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. A shotgun snap for Hill. And his throw is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hill now operating from the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of that June Canada.
This is what happens when you get on the chains, as people like to say, when you're in those passing situations. Hard to vary what happened for the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pete Werner, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Ravens send their punt around now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A give. This is Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
11 more yards.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Hill. Throwing left side. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
First down and 10 yards to go.
On 1st and 10, Hill drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. Hill looks to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. There's Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Hill. This is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 23 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a 1-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Dobbins. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. The Saints going to call the 1st and then timeouts. So head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off
because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. As the Ravens
Hill now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hill. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the defense loses him. It's complete.